Hey guys, welcome to the channel playing Star Citizen 323, and this is the Invictus launch week. Stay for this one because there's several things here you need to know so as to avoid some bugs, mistakes, things that are going on here. So in case you don't know, Invictus launch week basically means it's a free fly event. You can play Star Citizen completely for free. That's great because you can give it a go, especially see if it works in your system, and also see if it's something that you enjoy doing. Maybe it's not for you, maybe it is, maybe the bugs are too much. Anyway, that's a good opportunity. You can play up until, let me check that out, pretty sure it was the 29th of May. So you have several days to play for free. You also have the referral, which you have there below in the description of the video. That would be my referral, and that gives you a free ship, the Merlin, if you decide to buy a game pack and continue playing past the event. There's the dates, and besides that, the Invictus launch week in itself, the event means that all of these manufacturers, these different days, will have ships being shown, and you can rent them for free for a couple days. Now, I've been covering some of the ships that are worth your time, maybe some of the ones that are not, because even though 2 days may seem a lot, you don't have enough time to try everything, so it's a good idea to know. Especially now, given that everything is so expensive in-game, you want to invest your time wisely and not buy ships that you're not really interested, even if it's with in-game money, okay? So, those would be basically the what we're dealing with here, right? So it's cool that we can get to play for free. It's cool that if you decide to buy the game, you get a free ship that you can later upgrade to something else or use as it is. So all of these things are cool. The problem is mostly with the patch 323 being basically a downgrade from what the game used to be. More on that later, and I've covered it enough. But here specifically regarding the events, which by the way, this is in Area 18. So you land in Area 18, you follow the signs, and you get yourself to the center, which you will use a little ferry, a little one of these shuttles, right? People fast traveling there. So you get yourself to the shuttle, you have to get out of the space station, go to your left, and the one on the left is the one that will bring you here, right? Just read the signs, simple enough. I mentioned that you can buy the jackets, which used to be sold the last time they did this. They sold these for real money. You can now buy them with in-game money, which is cool because this means it will stay there in your inventory unless until it gets wiped, which it will, but until then, it will be here in your local inventory. One of the things people are noticing is that, hey, I bought it, yet it's not there when I'm leaving, and I want to take it on my ship. That's because, if you notice, these are separate inventories. Yes, the quality of people working on CIG is not what it used to be, and they make these mistakes. Like, Bibic Convention Center, it's one separate inventory from Area 18, even though both are actually in Area 18. So if you're like in the plaza, this is not a problem, but here it is. This means that you have to physically move it, and for that I recommend getting what you see here, like a big backpack, throw things in there, and just, physically move things from one place to the other. It's kind of, it's laggy, a little bit, not working all that great. Yeah, the server is probably about to go, so let's make this quick. And did it die? Accept decline? Now I'll just decline whatever that is. Oh my god, how they managed to mess up something this bad. No, I just declined. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, let's go to the convention hall so as to show you a couple other things. People were complaining that they cannot rent the ships that they see here. And I probably know why that is, and they have a workaround for that. So if the server allows me to do so, wow, this is terrible. There we go. So it used to be that you could just, and yes, again, those are the dates that you have, the different manufacturers. It used to be that you could just point at the ship, click F, and just rent it right away. That is no longer the case, because Yeah, because they did everything. As I said, they are messing up things that even are beyond the the savage monetization, right? The unhinged monetization. Even past that, they've screwed up things as simple as the user interface. So it used to be that you could just point at the ship, click, hold down F, right click button, and let's go with that. Well, it used to be a lot more simple. You would just hold, and it had a little sign that said rent, a little, little description, and that would be it. Now you have the wheel of hell to deal with, and even doing this doesn't rent a damn thing. So people were, oh, it's bugged, does not work. Yes, that's pretty much broken and bugged, like so many things. But this actually works. So what you want to do is approach the little plaque here, and every ship will have a tiny plaque, and rent it through the plaque. The plaque, in my experience, does work. So use the plaque instead. Don't just try to rent the ship as we used to do, how it used to work. Doesn't work like that anymore. Final tip, don't buy any of these things. None of these. Why? Because you won't be able to use it. Why? Because, remember, the inventory. So when you buy it here, you will be stuck with a gun that you cannot physically move because, yeah, CIG is, it's a convenient aspect of physicalizing things or not. So here you will buy things that will magically end up in an inventory that you have no control over, and there's no way of getting your ship here so as to install any of this. So you cannot move it, you can't install it, so don't fall for the trap. Don't buy any of these weapons or systems, okay? Anything you buy here, you will need to physically move yourself. Okay, folks, I hope that helps out a little bit. I'll check later, see anything new here worth your time. And that's going to be all. If you appreciate the kind of content here, leave your comments below. And by all means, do subscribe to the channel. Take care.